finally got him to move. It's not easy to convince someone with nothing but words. Luckily, we're dealing with ethereals instead of humans this time.
Xiaoguang, I have a question. Why did you insist on dragging him to the battlefield? What does he have to do with that ethereal that doesn't move?
When I saw Avaris standing there, I suddenly remembered what Dad told my brother and me when we were little. A story of ancient swordmasters who were heroes. In the early days of Eridu, many mercenary brigades were deployed to explore new territory and eliminate roaming looters. Their work contributed greatly to the city's establishment. Once, a mercenary brigade clashed with a band of looters, and one of the looters unexpectedly turned into a large ethereal, putting the mercenaries in a tough situation. At this critical moment, a new mercenary recruit stood up and drew his sword to fight. He defeated the ethereal on his own and captured the remaining looters, achieving a great victory. After that, the sword-wielding mercenary grew braver and braver and went on to become a renowned swordmaster in Eridu. And that's the story of none other than Big Pawn of the Melt Iron Mercenaries, the one who beheaded Avaris and instantly became famous.
The early days of Eridu? That's a long time ago. You mean Big Pan is someone from ancient history? How could that be? And what's happening now is just like in the story.
We might have to wait until we return to the temple and ask Shifu to fully understand the truth. After thinking back on that story, I've realized that we have to guide the situation now to the same outcome as in the story. Anyway, let's help him defeat that Avaris now. If I'm not mistaken, that should be our next target. Come on, let's face that big baddie who's got your teammates trapped.
All right. If you'll let me, I'd like to lend whatever strength I can. I won't fail, even without a sword. Honestly, I'm shaking like a leaf, but this time, I'm not backing down. My fear points where my blade should strike, and my sword follows where my heart leads. I, Big Pan, the Melt Iron Merc, am a swordsman who's sworn to protect my comrades. Poor souls twisted into ethereals. Forgive me for what I have to do.
Well, does your body feel lighter now?
How do I describe it? It's like there's an energy surging inside.
Very good. With this, the sword you have retrieved has become sword will for you to use. Continue the trial until the Qingming sword opens the next gate for you.
Shifu.
I know what you wish to ask. After this experience, you have a better understanding of the essence of this realm now, yes?
Shifu, you mentioned before that no one could enter or leave this realm besides us. So those who appear here aren't real people, but rather echoes of those who once existed, right? I once encountered beings born from miasma called drowned ideals that are somewhat similar to the people here, yet different. They don't have what you'd call a true form.
And the owner of the sword we retrieved, Big Pawn of the Melt Iron Mercenaries? I've read about him in a swordmaster novel. He's a famed swordmaster of the city founding era. So in other words, there's no way he could still be alive. But why would he appear here in the form of our senior from real life? And both he and the others, it's like they're reenacting the entirety of that famous battle.
It's simple. He and I are simply vessels. Puppets created by the sword with miasma and hollow matter after accessing the owner's memories. Naturally, it would choose forms that the owner is familiar with. In essence, we are each just a sliver of a swordmaster's consciousness, recorded by the Qingming sword throughout its long history. This might be weird to say, but you're merely talking to slivers of personified memory. The Qingming sword has responded to your wishes, choosing the memories of a few famed swordmasters to shape into human form. Your task is to participate in and witness the moments where they overcame their limits. When they show you how their swords shine, their sword will fortify your power, pulling you closer to the Qingming sword. That is the trial and the opportunity that the realm of swords has given you.
I see. Well, that makes our plan of action clear.
So, does that mean you're also a piece of a swordmaster's memory, Shifu?
It's a bit difficult to explain. You may simply think of me as your guide. Now, more importantly, a visitor arrived while you were away.
Might you also be lost travelers?
Huh? You're Senior Ye?
Shiyuan? Brother, what are you doing here?
Senior? Brother? I'm sorry, but I think you must have mistaken me for someone else.
Xiaoguang, I think he must be just like Shifu and Big Pan, a famous swordmaster wearing Senior Ye's appearance.
Yeah, I think so too. I was just so surprised to see him just now that my mind blanked. Maybe he corresponds to one of the 2 remaining swords we need to find. Either way, let's ask him what's going on first. Sorry, we mistook you for someone we knew. Have you been traveling alone? Oh, and how should we refer to you?
It's a bit embarrassing, but I've forgotten my real name and identity. By the time I came to, I was already lost amidst the mountains in this realm. Thankfully, I ran into this Shifu and you two. Please, just call me Peregrine. If possible, would you allow me to lodge here for a while? Though my memories are hazy, I remember that I came here in search of something.
Peregrine. I've heard that name before in the stories Mom used to tell me and Shiyuan. We were right!
What are you two mumbling about? In any case, this place has not been maintained for a long time and isn't the most comfortable place to rest. So long as you don't mind, you may stay.
You have my gratitude. I can tell you three have more to discuss, so I won't disturb you any further. I shall take my leave and look around a bit.
Well then, since you found the first sword, it's time I tell you about the remaining 2. However, I imagine you've already guessed. The remaining 2 areas each hide an extraordinary sword.
The remaining 2 areas? But apart from the one we just went to, isn't there only one other area?
Do you recall the incomplete statue I pointed out to you in the main hall?
Yep. I kept having this sense of deja vu. Like I had seen that statue somewhere before.
Is that so? That's not surprising. In any case, both the final area and the monster that gave you trouble before are hidden behind that statue.
Behind the statue. So you mean, if we can break it, we can get to the 3rd area?
It is not something that can be broken with brute force. Ye Shunguang, an ethereal that can temporarily steal your senses, will certainly continue to cause you trouble. While exploring, you should contemplate how to gain passage from the statue. As someone who was recognized by the Qingming sword, I'm sure you will succeed. Moving on, the Qingming sword has sensed your growth. The seal for the 2nd area is likely to lift soon. It's getting late. Let's rest up and reconvene tomorrow.
We meet again. Did you rest well?
Yeah, it's much more quiet here compared to New Eridu. It's really nice to relax. Say, Mr. Peregrine, are you looking through the books here?
That's right. Though the study is covered in dust, there's a couple of ancient texts about swords. As I have nothing to do at the moment, I thought I might as well look through them. Perhaps they'll help jog my memory. So, are you two heading out today?
There's an area here that was just unsealed, so we're heading over to explore it.
I see. Truth be told, today I also plan to head to the area you previously explored. Earlier, I recalled what I was looking for. It was my sword that I've lost, though I know not where. If my lost sword is not there, I'll head to the area you're planning to explore today. If you require my help, please, just say the word.
Okay, thanks, Shiyu. Mr. Peregrine?
I hope you remember who I am next time. Well then, good luck to all of us today.
Not good enough. You should have trained harder. Again!
That voice, and that small frame. That's Senior Fufu, isn't it? But she seems unusually intense today.
Let's hurry and see what's going on. Watch out, Wise!
Who are you people? And why are you following me?
She looks exactly like Senior Fufu, but way more fierce. Definitely not someone you'd want to mess with.
Staying silent? You're looking down on me. Enough talk then! That you trespassed here shows your ill intent. Draw your sword!
Wait, we're sorry. We didn't come here with ill intentions, and we swear we're not bad people. We just saw you fighting here and wanted to talk.
Very well. I feel no malice from you. This is a secret Tiger Thyran training area. How did you two get in?
Isn't this the Qingming realm? What's with this Tiger Thyran training area? Looks like we've been pulled into her story. Guess we'll just have to play along for now. We meant no offense. We're an investigator and a proxy who stumbled upon this place by accident, and we're currently trying to find a way out. There's a lot of ethereals around, so mind if we tag along? Safety in numbers, right?
You're lost? Simply turn back the way you came and keep walking along the path. Even if you can't get out, you will likely run into my kin. They can guide you. I still have important matters to attend to. I've no time to play tour guide and bodyguard for you. If you run into other Tiger Thyrans, tell them that Grim Tiger has given the order to escort you out. Well then, farewell.
Grim Tiger?
What? You've heard that name before. It isn't my real name, simply a title I use to keep evildoers in check. You are no evildoer, so there is no need to fear me. I must be going. Don't delay me any further.
Junior, I've heard the name Grim Tiger from Senior Fufu when we sparred before. According to her, Grim Tiger was a famous, powerful Tiger Thyran who was active decades ago. Senior Fufu's own Tiger 7 forms comes from Grim Tiger's martial arts techniques, combined with Yunquei Summit's techniques.
So this person's from over a decade ago. The timelines jumped way back. From the sound of it, she must be the wielder of the second blade.
I should have paid attention to Senior Fufu when she told me about her legendary stories. Why was I zoning out at Senior Fufu's soft, fluffy tail? I have no idea how the story will unfold now. Anyway, let's catch up to her and see what happens next.
Master Grim Tiger.
That look on your face. You're totally thinking what I'm thinking, right? With a name like that master's gotta be pretty fierce and intimidating. But with Senior Fufu's adorable face, it's impossible to take her seriously.